All right, I've got my buddy Derrick, who has nothing to do with VA, but he helps me out with all the camera stuff that goes on around us. How many cameras do we have? One up top, one over there, one over here.
A bunch.
So, bunch of cool stuff that he knows a lot about and I don't know anything about, but it's all here in the VA headquarters. But today, we are talking about something really cool that we are launching in the next 2 weeks. And it is called the SYNYSTR CB Counterbalance. Let's put it up top here.
Thing looks great.
Yeah, it's pretty cool colors. Heather did a great job with that. Get that straight. How's that? Anyhow, you can see it from there. Look at that. Counterbalanced over the VA. You did a pretty cool job with this.
Hey, you know, I do what I can.
He took a keychain and put a ferrule on there, and that's our
It's very technical.
It's our fulcrum.
That's right.
So anyhow, this is really cool. This is the counterpart of our regular SYNYSTR, which is another cool shaft. Let's get the top of that one. Everybody knows this one. It's been out for about a year now. This is one of our, I would say, lowest launching shafts. A little bit more firm bend profile.
Okay.
So if you have a guy that hits it high or loads the shaft a lot, this is a great shaft because it's really a low to mid launch shaft and low spin. And this is done really well with all our custom fitters.
So what does it mean to be a counterbalanced shaft?
So the reason why we do counterbalance is really just to add, one more option in custom fitting. And I'm going to kind of balance this thing right here, which this is the way that we can really tell where the balance point is. It's and this one's in the T of the SYNYSTR, which means nothing at this point. But what we've done is we've taken tungsten powder and we've put it in the butt section of the club. Somewhat like, really just like our Nemesis.
Okay.
The Nemesis up to this point was the most counterbalanced shaft in golf. Now we've done the same thing with the SYNYSTR, and I would say they're very similar. So these two shafts, I would say, are going to be the most counterbalanced shafts in golf. And what does that mean, and what can we do with a counterbalanced shaft? First of all, we took, instead of making the walls thicker,
Okay.
we took tungsten powder and we infused it into the raw material to make this part heavier, make the butt section, the grip section a little bit heavier. If we build the wall up, make it thicker, that's the other way that you can add weight to the butt section. It's going to change the bend profile.
Okay.
So we spend the money, we use the most exotic materials to make all of our shafts, but this one we're putting tungsten powder in, which is expensive to do.
Okay.
But so if we were to balance that, we found out that it's at that part, and I know that in this is going to balance about on the O of the 4, because I already checked it out earlier. And if we take that O and we put it right by the T, where that's the center point of the counterbalance, you can see. I'm going to hold it like this. You can see the difference.
Yeah, about a little over 3 inches.
It's about 3 inches, and we
in
measured
length.
that. So that's quite a bit.
Okay.
And so what does all this mean? So a couple things that you can do with a counterbalance shaft is you can add more weight to the head. We got a runaway shaft here. Disrupting our wine. By the way, we've got some great wine. I don't know what it is, but it tastes pretty good.
Great.
So on a counterbalance shaft, you can actually add more head weight, keep it the same standard length.
Okay.
And physics is with more head weight, same swing speed or same club head speed, the ball's going to go further.
Gotcha.
So that's one way. The other thing that you can do with this is you can actually make it longer. Like you can make a 46-inch driver and still maintain a decent swing weight.
Okay.
Because usually when you make a driver longer or any club longer, the swing weight goes up and it feels super heavy.
Yeah.
So those are really the two things that this particular counterbalance shaft will do. So we're really excited. I mean, we sell through custom fitting, and this may or may not be the right shaft for you, but it's one more option that we're giving our dealers to custom fit, and I think it's going to be a winner.
I think so too.
Colors are super cool.
It looks
we've
great.
Already, we've done a lot of testing. It takes us a year from start to finish. I mean, we spend just as much time on the structure of the shaft as we do the graphics. Depends on how busy Heather is to get to the graphics and how much she drinks to how good it comes out,
There you go.
So that's it, man.
Well, I had a couple questions, Vic.
Oh, you doing that Chat GPT?
I am.
Is it opening?
It is. I'm ready.
All right.
So I don't know anything about counterbalance shafts, so I consulted ChatGPT.
Let me get my phone so I can get the answers.
There you go. Hopefully you can answer all these. I think some of them you've already answered. So the first one is, what is a counterbalance golf shaft? And I think you kind of answered that already.
Yep, we already went over that.
Number 2.
I bet you we went over every one of these questions.
Oh, I think you did probably. How does a counterbalance golf shaft differ from a standard shaft? You answered that one. And these are the top 5 questions asked. Number 3, what are the benefits of using a counterbalanced golf shaft?
Yeah, it kind of, as we talked about. I mean, if you're gonna add weight to the head, and theoretically, if you're gonna swing the same club head speed, the same speed, the ball's gonna go further.
Okay. Are there any drawbacks or limitations?
Yeah,
counterbalanced?
I mean, just like anything else, if it's not perfectly custom fit, and sometimes if the club, like if we're gonna make the club a 46-inch club, just like any other club, when you make it longer, you might start to lose dispersion.
Okay.
So you to me, you have to change your timing around a little bit to get that, just to get everything in the right place on a longer club.
All right, so here's my last question.
All right.
How do I know if a counterbalance shaft is right for my golf game?
Custom fit, man. Custom
That's the
fit, baby.
All
That's
right.
it. You go to one of our authorized dealers. We only sell it through authorized dealer. Now it sounds like a commercial, but it really is true. I mean, that's why we only sell through dealers. We don't want you going in somewhere or seeing this video and saying, "Hey, that's the right shaft for me." We want you to go in, see our authorized dealers. These guys are trained on this shaft. They know everything about it. They're going to know everything about it, and they can put it in all different kinds of heads. They can put it in the head that you're playing right now, or they can, like a Club Champion, and True Spec, these guys have all these different heads, and they can interchange them and just see what works for you.
Okay.
So
these will be at your custom fitters end of August time frame?
Yeah, we're shipping out right now,
Okay.
and some of our dealers have them right now, but they're building up their demos, and so if I were, if you really wanted to go out tomorrow morning after you see this video and you want to run out, I'd make sure that they carry it first,
There you
because they
go.
may not have it. I'd really wait a couple weeks. Hopefully this video is going to be out when
Tomorrow.
you're going to do the editing.
Well, we'll see.
This guy knows all about cameras, knows all about editing, knows nothing about golf clubs though.
Nothing. I'm
He's a
learning
perfect-
though.
He's a perfect Ed McMahon for a Johnny Carson.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and SYNYSTR CB, man. That's where it's at.